Scream Queens or Movie Road Trip Podcast. Oh my god! Oh hey!
That was like real serious intro for us.
I was trying to be the final boy of this podcast.
You were trying to own that shit. You were like, welcome.
Well, hey guys, here we are for episode 16? Like, shit,
Question mark. Make sure we know that.
Are we confident about this? Yeah, episode 16, yeah. Serial Mom.
Serial motherfucking mom.
You can't even believe your ears right now, but guess where we're going.
You won't believe it. Bitches, it is insane.
We're heading down to Ada, Oklahoma. Okay,
yeah.
Ada,
A-D-A, Oklahoma.
Where, for some strange reason that we love.
Oh, this is much appreciated.
John Waters himself.
Yeah,
the Pope of Trash, the King of Sleaze.
He is the most uncouth but kind man.
He is doing his Filthy World tour.
Yes.
And we are going to be in attendance.
2 seats for that shit, please. Thank
right
you.
Here for Josh.
Hand raise.
2 hands up.
2 hands up. Put your hands up. Okay, so yeah, we're so it's directed by John Waters.
So okay, here's the deal. We're making a loose connection.
See,
Serial Mom, it's kind of a horror movie, right? It's
I feel
slasher.
like you bringing it up is
I'm making it illegitimate.
You're illegitimizing this podcast right now. I don't think we should go further in this discussion. We think Serial Mom is a horror movie, and that's why we're doing it for this podcast.
Yeah.
No more explaining to do, guys. Guts me?
Maybe they want an explanation.
Okay, fine. Give them an explanation. Jeez.
Right? I mean, shit. She runs around with knives. She kills people. There's guts and gore. Mm-hmm. We'll get into it.
Yep.
But yeah, it's a horror comedy for sure.
Oh,
I mean,
yes.
it's John Waters, right?
Yes.
But we're going to see him, so we're like, okay, what's his most horror-esque movie?
Well, and you know it's going to be the most tasteful representation of comedic horror.
Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
He's not, like, known for bad taste.
Not at all. No. Not at all. So, let's run down that cast.
Serial Mom?
Serial Mom cast.
Well, we start with Beverly Supton herself.
Yeah. Well,
Kathleen Turner.
Yes, there's the Sutphin family, and
she has her husband Sam Waterson.
Yes, it's amazing that he's in a John Waters movie.
And her lovely children, Ricky Lake and Matthew Lillard.
Matthew Lillard. It's his first movie.
Yeah.
But yes. So we've got Sam Waterson playing Eugene, the dad. Ricky Lake is Misty. Matthew Lillard is Chip.
And are they wholesome?
Oh, they are the most precious family.
They are like a 1950s sitcom.
Mm-hmm. They are quintessential
in the
suburbia.
90s. Take it back to the 90s.
Mm-hmm. It is. Oh, well, and we can't forget to mention she's in every John Waters feature.
I know what you're going to say.
Mink Stole. Mic drop. Right?
She's been there since Pink Flamingo's days.
She's the real OG.
Since Multiple Maniacs. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She's done all kinds of nasty things for John Waters.
Shit down in Waters' world. Okay?
Yeah, that's for sure.
Know her name.
So the scene opens, they're sitting around the breakfast table, as you do.
Yeah. You and Dad and Mom.
Everybody do that?
And your brother. No. And you're all sitting around. Mom's making just the most wonderful breakfast for like a school day.
Delicious and nutritious.
You know, it's like, it cracks me up in these movies. I'm like, who made that breakfast in the morning? You were like getting ready.
I'm lucky to get out my door alive.
I feel like I just am the raised dead.
Yeah.
Like for the first for the first 7 hours of the day.
Because first you have all that prep for that breakfast.
Ugh.
Then you got to eat that big breakfast.
Yeah.
And then you got to do all those damn dishes.
And she looked good doing it, so she got up and did her hair.
She did that.
She put her nicely, freshly ironed clothes. It's the 90s.
Did she have her pearl necklace?
Yes, I'm sure. I think she did have on a pearl necklace. Kathleen Turner.
Sam Waterson's pearl necklace.
Might have been Sam Waterson's pearl necklace from the night before.
Ew.
Ew, it's like mom and dad love.
Well, what happens?
Oh, okay. So, yeah, she's making breakfast, and, they just chit-chatting like families do. And she becomes, obsessed with this fly that has gotten in the house. It's well, what's funny about the scene is her. All the cuts to her, she, her face is just, selling this,
she's really over the top, but it's hysterical, and it works.
Yes. She's, riding that borderline. It's, oh, man. Whew. It's so good. You already know awesome. At the beginning of the movie, you're like, I am so down and game for this.
Yeah.
Keep going.
I'm with you, Kathleen. You kill him.
Get that fly.
Get him.
That fly, for some reason, I've never noticed this to be true. That fly held in itself a lot of blood. There was the bloodiest fly I've seen and everybody was... Was
it like a mosquito housefly hybrid?
Probably. Like a horsefly.
Oh my gosh, there's a sci-fi element to this movie
We just threw in another one! Another genre?
It's like a slasher horror sci-fi comedy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're going to be loose on the sci-fi. Yeah. Just that one instance.
Mosquito
really.
fly.
Just that one instance.
Yeah.
It's the sci-fi part.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So, but also we find out that Beverly kind of can't stand little trivial slights or faux pas. She doesn't like it when you chew gum.
Oh, I don't like it when you chew gum.
Oh my gosh! I don't like it. My hand. I know you don't like. Josh does not like mouth sounds.
I hate when people have that
as you're doing it to all of these people right now.
When they're talking and they have smacky noises, food smacky,
just mouth sounds in general.
Right.
Josh will. You have no shame about it too. No. You will give a side eye so good.
So I'm totally with her in this scene.
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah. So
I get it.
Josh suffers from misophonia.
Yes.
So he's in it with Bev.
I have no shame.
Yeah.
I'm seeking a support group. If you're out there, contact me.
Yeah. He really needs help just guiding through it.
I will persevere.
He will persevere.
Remember, we talked about our singing. We gotta stop. Okay?
People cannot know this about us.
Oh my gosh.
It's a part of road tripping. It's just you know,
but that's
there
when
comes
you see 55 bottles of beer on the wall.
Well, we don't though. That's not. We just do our own singing.
We're getting down.
We
and
come up
in
with
the car.
weird lyrics that are just all of a sudden pop in our head, and then sing them to a hymnal.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay. Anyways, so they're having their breakfast, and there are two police officers that show up at the door.
Yes, and they're like, "Hi, we're here to talk to you about." Neighbors are getting your neighbor Dottie Hinkle being stole.
Yes.
As we're getting obscene phone calls.
Yes.
And Kathleen Turner just acts so concerned and
they all. I mean, this is this over dramatic world where everybody is so offended. They're just oh my gosh, oh no. You find out that the prank caller said pussy, and Sam Waterson's character Eugene is well, a lady would never say that.
They don't know you, Justin.
I know. I'm well, okay, I guess I'm gonna have to take some etiquette classes.
I gave you that Emily Post book. Is that not enough?
Oh, I know. Gosh, years ago.
It didn't say anything in there about saying pussy in Emily Post.
Probably.
It probably did. I think that's like chapter 14.
Well, yeah, because that book had like so many chapters in it. It was so thick. It was like 900 pages of etiquette.
Well, you should have learned.
And I didn't really learn a damn thing from it. I would read it and be like, oh, that is ridiculous.
Emily,
so
you have come up with something undoable.
Well, I'm just like, you are having to hold me to the highest esteem possible, and I just can't commit. Yeah. Oh gosh. Okay, so yeah, they live in this kind of world. They live in an Emily Post world.
The cops kind of back off, you know.
Yeah, they're like, well, we just wanted to tell you guys it's happening and see if you knew anything. Yeah. And they're just like, no, pussy.
Never.
Yeah. And we also find out that Kathleen Turner can do an amazing bird sound. She does this for like a solid 15 seconds, and it's some of the funniest shit you will watch ever.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah,
so
it's
funny.
Okay.
And everybody else is just listening to her like, oh, okay.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah, that sounds exactly. Definitely. Yeah, it sounds exactly like a bird call.
Well, and then the guy that used to play Jimmy on Lois and Clark, Superman, shows up. He's like friends of Matthew Lillard's character. What's Chip?
Yeah, Matthew Lillard's character's Chip, and his name is Scotty.
Yeah, Scotty. And he shows up, and Kathleen Turner already finds something about him to rag about.
Yeah.
Seatbelt? Is that what it was? Yeah.
Well, the cops are standing there, and she's like, if you want to solve like a crime right now, you could get him because he never wears his seatbelt.
They're like, oh, shucks, Mom.
Yeah. It's strange.
And then Ricky Lake's little man friend, Mr. Man,
oh my God,
shows up with his like parted down the middle 90s haircut.
Yes, her boyfriend Carl, but not boyfriend. Well, you quickly find out that she elaborates on like her encounters with him to her family, and they think that it's like her boyfriend Carl. It's not. And
busted.
Yeah. And at the table, she's like, you know, if I lose 10 pounds, Carl will take me to the floor.
She has self-esteem issues. Ricky Lake.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna lose the 10 pounds, and then Carl will love me.
He doesn't love me for who I am. He loves me for
those 10 pounds. Okay. Oh goodness, yeah, we find out the kids have some friends.
And they are going to a swap meet. Yes. Ricky Lake is getting taken to a swap meet. And she's going to meet her mama up there. Kathleen Turner is going to sell some things. There's that Pee Wee Herman doll that I actually own that they're trying to sell.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, and I've seen it. You've face swapped with it.
Yeah.
That was funny. Face swap. Okay, yeah, but they've decided, the kids have got to go to school, and she's got that PTA meeting to attend to.
Oh, so this is not that yet?
No, we're at the beginning. Yeah, so you
okay.
Okay, so she's going to her PTA meeting first, not the swap meet yet. Okay. But that does happen when she's like introducing all the friends and stuff.
Yeah.
That's when the doll comes up. So, you find out she's going to go to the swap meet, but it's on the weekend.
Okay.
Okay.
Where are we then?
The PTA meeting.
Okay.
So, the teacher is having a PTA meeting with Beverly, and he tells her, like, hey, guess what? Chip, he's a good student, but he likes horror movies and draws weird pictures, and you're a bad mom.
And he's going to be a serial killer.
Yes, basically.
And she's like, little do you know. And he's chewing some gum, right?
Well, yeah, she's like in her car or whatever. She's fuming, and he walks to his car, and he puts gum in his mouth, and she's like, that's it.
Yeah, that sets her off.
That is the end.
She is going to explode.
Uh-huh.
So what does she do? She runs him over like any reasonable adult would do, right?
Yeah. She just runs him over 2 times.
2 times.
One's not enough. So she runs him over and backs over him again.
And then you see this stoner girl in the background, like, toking a joint. And she's like, oh, man, whoa! Like, watching it all progress.
She
witnesses it and runs off.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, Beverly Myers.
Oh, no. Obviously obviously the stoner girl is gonna go tell, and she didn't, I guess, see that it was Beverly, but yeah, so she gets on the news and is like, I've seen this, and
she's like, oh, yeah, man,
acted all like crazy high. I've seen this. And then next we have Beverly's encounter with the neighbors, Rosemary and Dottie.
Oh my gosh! So we finally meet Dottie Hinkle, Minkstall, and the other neighbor. What's the other neighbor's name? You just said it.
Rosemary.
And
yes.
they're chit-chatting.
Mm-hmm.
And Minkstall is woeing about someone calling and saying pussy.
Yeah. And she's like, I can't get it out of my head, like the voice or whatever. And then Beverly starts to talk and stuff, and she
leans over and says something about pussy Willow.
And it sets Dottie off. She's like, oh my gosh, it was you! And then Kathleen Turner picks up that Fabergé egg that's sitting on like the coffee table and just, and Rosemary turns around and she's like, it was Dottie! And like blames it on
she just threw that.
So this is when they get to go to that swap meet now.
Yeah, now they are at the swap meet. Mm-hmm. Ricky Lake is upset at the swap meet because her non-boyfriend Carl her non-boyfriend Carl
stood her up
and like goes off with some other
girl
lady.
Yeah, and they see them at the swap thing. Like everybody's there trading like different, I don't know, things.
Ricky Lake is humiliated.
Yeah. And she's like just crying, and this upsets Beverly.
She's like, I need a talk show to go on to. I wish there was one.
Is there any talk shows around?
She's like, damn it, I have a great idea.
Yeah, because she went and did that right after this movie.
Go Ricky, go.
But, so Beverly's upset. Her daughter's been stood up on her swap meet day, and they're there.
She's not going to put up with it. She's going to take vengeance in her own hands. Mm-hmm. And it just so happens they have a fire poker for sale. And she's like, I know what to do with this. She stalks him into the men's room. Mm-hmm. And she shoves it into his gut. Pulls it out and rips out his liver.
Oh my gosh, that's really funny too.
And then she doesn't want to touch it to get it off the fire poker.
She's just like shaking it off and like taking like her nails and being like, ugh. That's funny.
And then my favorite part of that scene is when the bystander walks in later after she's already left and finds the dead body, and you get that weird movie, I forget what they call it, there's a name for that scream. It's like a total
that like freak out, the one that you just like
the guy walks in and does that weird
like scream.
Yeah, cliche movie scream.
And we find out that there was somebody who witnessed her skewering him in the bathroom.
This funny little pervert guy in the bathroom
who was making a glory hole in because it's not a John Waters movie.
Without
a glory hole.
Just makes sense, right?
It does, yeah. So there's the pervert in the bathroom who sees this go down, but and now we cut to Eugene, Dad.
Yeah.
And he's like he's cleaning his bedroom up, and he finds all of Beverly's like hidden serial killer memorabilia.
Doesn't everybody have like scrapbooks of serial killer memorabilia? No. Me neither.
And like letters that are written from like known serial killers in prison. There's like a tape from Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, he plays a tape from Jeffrey Dahmer. That's John Waters doing the voice. He's like, hey, Dottie, they're going to execute me.
They're going to execute me next week. But I just wanted to like make sure that you were okay. Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay, and we've got our friends with the kids, and they're kind of like Scotty's told Chip that he thinks that it's his mom.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, I think your mom's the one that's like killing everybody because it's happening whenever she's around or she's been there, or a vehicle that fits like her car's description is
when your mother was at the school.
Yeah. And had received some bad news about you, apparently.
The cops did some really shoddy work. All they had to do was be like, oh, there were parent-teacher conferences today. Let me check the schedule.
Yes.
Oh, do any of them have blue cars? Not Dottie Hinkle. Beverly Sutton has.
It's gotta be you.
It's like, I could have been the detective and solved this way quicker than they did.
And then, like, no one else would have died.
Yeah. But then there wouldn't be a hilarious movie.
Yeah, and a glory hole. There wouldn't have
been the glory hole in the bathroom. We wouldn't have seen the liver.
Yeah.
Livers and glory holes.
Happened.
Oh, we need to make a movie called Livers and Glory Holes.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, after we're done with this, we'll just start working on that.
Livers and glory holes.
But cut to now, it's dinner at the Sutvens, and Mom has made meatloaf, and I, personally...
Everyone knows you love meatloaf, okay?
I love a meatloaf.
We don't need to talk about it. Keep going.
I just want, that to be something that's out there, meatloaf. So
hey, meatloaf, y'all. You guys can send her, like, little boxes of meatloaf.
You might want to send me a box of meatloaf. I don't know.
Send it to P.O. Box. I want meatloaf. Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma. Okay. So yeah, Chip decides to tell his mom at dinner that, like, hey, my friends all think that you're the one that's killed these people.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I need to go to the kitchen.
And she does.
And then she goes to the kitchen, and then, like, 10 minutes later, they're like, where's Mom? And they go, and there's, like, a little note on the door that's like...
It's not even 10 minutes. It's almost like 20 seconds later. They're like, where did Mom go?
Or they hear the wheels of the tire.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It's like if she had just, like, read that note, walked right out the door.
She was just like, bye.
And so they're convinced she's going to kill Scotty.
Yes.
So everybody takes off running to Scotty,
yes,
right?
Yes.
And the cops are after Beverly because they've been watching her.
That funny.
There's this shot where she just goes flying over a curb. Like, she crisscrosses through a yard.
So funny.
to get away from the cops. But it's just like something out of like a weird, like, almost like when
chasing
from like a Dirty Harry movie, like in San Francisco, going over like a big hit.
I'm laughing about it now. It is so funny.
Yeah, it's hysterical.
And just to see her like doing it, oh my god.
Well, during all this, you see Scotty settling in for a romantic night with himself. He's putting in like some old 70s porn of Chesty Morgan, is what it says.
Yeah,
it's
she's
this lady with
got some
humongous,
huge knockers.
And we're not just saying like, oh, she got big D cups or two big handfuls.
No, we're talking like she has...
Like, they're down to her knees almost, right?
She has infants on
She has toddlers coming out of her chest on both sides.
Off of her breasts. Like, it's a lot going on. And so, they're headed there. And Bev is actually headed to another place. Yeah. She's pissed.
So there's that funny moment where Sam Waterston and Matthew Lillard's girlfriend, and Ricky Lake, right?
All of them,
They all run into Scotty's room and he's in there masturbating. So they catch him yerking it.
And I mean, he is working.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what he's got going on under the sheets, but it's some crazy way of masturbation. That's all I know.
Well, it's... you're all in it.
he was all in that moment.
Yeah, like his whole body was thrust.
He's like, I'm gonna get this hand.
Holy moly. Yeah. Okay, but Beverly's decided to head over to some other neighbors. She's really pissed because she just found out her husband, had to do dental work on these these neighbors on a Saturday, and they were going to do bird watching, and that just pissed her off because remember,
she loves birds.
She loves birds. So yeah, she's going to head over to like the Ralph and Betty's, and give them what's coming.
Gosh. And this is that iconic shot where Betty's upstairs changing. And she's going through her closet, and there's Beverly with a pair of scissors.
Like hiding in the closet. It's so creepy.
She gives her that smile and then just stabs her in the gut.
Yes.
And in that moment, a rat comes out and starts chewing on her foot while she's getting murdered. And then her husband downstairs, eating cake. He's like, honey?
Yeah. Ralph's not too worried, but finally he heads up.
He's not too bright, he's not too worried, and he's not that in love with his wife, I don't think.
No, he's probably unhappy, but he's just lived so long that way. It's, what else would you do? And yeah, he gets upstairs and finds that she's like been stabbed and that Beverly's up there stabbing her. Yeah. And he runs off and she's like, oh shit, well I'm not going to make it down there to like stab him.
So she improvises.
I'm just going to knock this AC window unit off when he runs out and it'll land on him.
And it does.
And it worked out perfect. It was like, that was some really good math.
She was using her noggin. She had it all worked out.
She's intellectual.
Yeah, is that an intellectual pursuit?
She had
how
promise.
To kill someone with air conditioning units?
Yeah, she figured out the geometry of it.
Yeah.
The acceleration.
Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
Physics and geometry. Maybe a dash of trig.
Whatever. Algebra,
but
I don't care. He is gone.
2 more people killed.
So, like, in, 2 days, she has killed,
She's killed 3.
4 people.
Yeah, she's now a serial killer. She is a serial mom.
Yes!
It's raining, BTW.
But she heads home, and the family has no idea that that's where she went. They just know that, well, she didn't go for Scotty. Yeah, and she came home with, dessert or whatever, so.
They're like, oh, Mom must be innocent. We're crazy.
Yeah,
what are we thinking?
Mom wouldn't kill anyone. Well, the next morning it's Sunday, and what do you do on Sunday, Josh?
You observe the Lord's Day.
Obviously.
And you go with your family to church.
And so the Setvins are going to church, and they walk out their door.
And there's police outside, just row.
Like a mile-long line of police
officers. There's like a lot of police officers.
There's a lot.
Yep. And so, yeah, they get tailgated all the way. This predated O.J. Simpson trial. John Waters was very happy. He said, art imitated life.
Yeah.
Or life imitated art. What the hell am I saying?
Oh, goodness. Yeah. So, anyways, so they get to head to church with a police escort, and then they're in the church, and they're just waiting. The police are just waiting for these, fingerprints to come back to place her at the scene of the crime.
Yeah.
And they do, and they're in the church, and she, sneezes.
On a baby.
On a baby. It's the biggest fucking booger to ever come out someone's nose I've ever seen. It's a lot.
And so people just start screaming, thinking
it's
she's
pandemonium.
Yeah, they're all running out of the church. They run out of the church. The cops are running in after her. Matthew Lillard and them are like, come on, Mom, get in the car. And so they get Mom into the car, and there's kind of a police chase, and it's pretty funny. Funny stuff.
And they head to the movie store, or the video store.
They're going to hide her.
Yeah, Chip works at.
Yeah, they're going to hide her there.
And while he's there, he has to have this encounter with the Mrs. Jensen character who loves musicals.
She doesn't care if she rewinds or not. She said, I don't like to rewind.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Back with VHS.
Be kind, rewind.
Yeah.
If anybody's still watching VHS and returning them to video stores.
So she loves musicals, and she
wanted Annie.
She wanted Annie. And so she has offended Beverly because she doesn't rewind.
Well, she offended me by wanting Annie.
Yeah, well,
okay.
That's what happened, Josh. And it comes to a high point in just a second.
Yeah, so lady
Mrs.
Jensen goes home, and she kicks her feet off. She has a big ass ham ready. And she shaves herself off
it's a
turkey.
Piece.
Is it a turkey?
Yeah,
I thought it was a big ham. Well, she shaves off a piece. She goes into her room, into the living room, and she sits down with her dog, and she kicks her feet off. She kicks her feet off. I can't talk. She kicks her shoes off. You take over. I'm ashamed.
She kicks her shoes off and then proceeds to tell her dog to make them wet.
Make them wet. Oh, it's filthy. It's weirdly sexual, weirdly just batshit crazy.
It's so fucked up.
It's a mixture of things.
And yeah, so obviously the dog gives her a
foot bath.
Foot bath, yeah. And she's eating her meat. And Beverly comes in and decides to pick up that big old turkey leg and bludgeon her with it.
But at first she has the knife. And then she gets a little distracted. And then she's like, you know what? A better idea. I'm just going to beat up this bitch with some turkey. So that's what she does.
She just beats the shit out of her while singing Annie.
And Scotty is watching.
Yeah, he's been like following her.
And Beverly sees Scotty watching, and she grabs that knife and she chases him down the street. It's almost
like a really funny shot.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite images from the movie is her just chasing, a mom and like her mom haircut and her mom dress with a knife running down the street. Trying to kill
Scotty
somebody.
just like, he is like obviously running for his life. Like he's like looking terrified.
Broad
like,
daylight.
Yes.
And where do they end up? At a Pussy Lips concert or
No,
Camel Lips?
Camel Lips concert. It's like some local bar.
Sorry.
And they walk in and there are these it's a girl band.
They have camel toes.
Camel Lips. And their pants have some
camel toes sewn in.
Yes.
Camel toe, camel toe, camel toe.
Accentuated. You know it's there.
Did you know if you say camel toe 3 times fast in a mirror, like camel toes will show up? Did you know that? It works. I did it with my friends.
And you got a camel toe?
And a camel toe showed up.
Oh, I love that. Oh, okay, yeah, but Bev, like, she's like gets in, but they like start calling her Serial Mom, and this is like when she gets her name.
That moniker.
Yep, gets her little nickname, and she then proceeds to light him on fire on stage.
Yes, she like blowtorches him with like, it's like gas. What does she actually do? She like blows it on him somehow. I forget. It's like a lighter and
beer, is it? Or alcohol or something?
But he's a flame on stage.
Yep, he's burning to a crisp right there, and she gets caught and arrested.
Damn it. Serial Mom.
Serial Mom gets arrested.
So the trial begins.
Yeah, cut to there's this like very glamorized trial where there's like merchandise being sold by the kids.
Yeah, Ricky Lake's out there selling merch.
She's like, my mom's Serial Mom.
Buy your t-shirt. I'm Ricky Lake. No, she doesn't say that.
She doesn't say she's Ricky Lake.
Go Ricky, go Ricky. She's like, I was trying to get started early.
Already like subliminally in there. So,
yeah.
And Beverly decides to represent herself. She doesn't want no attorney guy.
She's like, Your Honor, I got this.
Bitch, I got this.
I got this. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, I'm going to allow it.
Calls her a fool.
Yeah, the usual stuff.
Yeah.
And then Beverly proceeds to kind of just manipulate her way into
the hearts of the juror.
Yeah, the hearts of the
jury. Yeah.
Yeah, the jurors.
And the witnesses. I mean, she sits there and like does that hilarious thing where she's like just flashing that
her
guy,
cooter.
her cooter, her little Connie over and over.
Yes, and she has this awesome like showdown with Mink Stoll.
Yeah.
Dottie Hinkle comes walking in.
Oh, I love how she comes in. She has that mink or that fur like over her shoulder.
Yes,
she's strutting with her sunglasses.
Oh, bringing the drama.
And then she just goes crazy. She's like, Your Honor, I can't say pussy.
And then proceeds to say the F word like a whole bunch of times and expletives, and she ends up getting kicked out of... Yeah, so we find ourselves fascinated by this Beverly Supfin. She's just gotten herself off.
Well, during the whole trial, she was obsessed with this one juror who was wearing white shoes after Labor Day.
I mean, she couldn't wait until it was over so she could kill again.
The hilarious thing about that actress is that it's Patty Hearst, the infamous heiress to the Hearst fortune who was kidnapped by the Symbionese Liberation Army.
Damn, boy, get it.
She helped rob banks, and there's that famous photo of her with the Tommy gun in a bank, and she ended up being convicted and spent jail time, and then was pardoned by the Bill Clinton when he left office. Like, just kind of
Patty Hearst.
Yeah, it's Patty Hearst, which is hilarious.
Awesome, but she the entire time plays a juror that wears these white shoes, and it just pisses Beverly off.
Yeah, she can't handle it.
When she
can't
decides,
handle a lot of things, but this one is really unnerving.
Yeah,
her.
she is just like, can't get over it. And also, we should mention that Suzanne Somers shows up during the trial.
Yes.
Because she's already been cast to play Beverly in obviously some like Lifetime made-for-TV movie about serial mom. And so Beverly gets off, she gets acquitted, and...
I love how Suzanne Somers comes in all glamorous and oblivious to, like, she just thinks it's all about her and all about this role she's gonna do.
Yeah, it's like, no, this is supposed to be like a real trial that's going on.
She's like,
Suzanne Somers.
Coming in.
She's like a showboat over there, just like, hey, it's me, Suzanne Somers.
And of course she's wearing that, like, that cutoff that says, like, Beverly Hills.
She's adorable.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
But now we get to Beverly's a psychopath.
She's acquitted. She gets let off.
She's a psychopath, though. Let's not forget that.
Yeah. And her children are scared that she's being let off.
Yeah, they're like, what are we going to do now? We thought she was going to go to prison.
We have to be extra nice to her.
Then Sam Watterson does say that. He's like, okay, we're just going to have to be extra nice to her. But it doesn't even have to go that far because Beverly hunts down that juror at a payphone.
As they're leaving, the crowd of reporters around her, she's like, hold on one second.
One second.
She spots Patty Hearst and has to go tell her. And she turns the corner. They're in like a weird little like payphone kiosk. R.I.P. You don't see payphones anymore.
Like that doesn't exist anymore, but it used to.
So she finds her in that little payphone kiosk and she's like, you cannot wear white after Labor Day.
And Patty Hearst is all defensive. She's like, no, it's okay now.
Fashion's changed.
Fashion's changed.
Oh, and that, she shouldn't have said that. She gets beaten down with the phone.
Ooh.
And even after she gets hit, she's like, no.
No, she's not upset. Okay. She's just like, no, it's okay. The white shoes are fine. And so she gets beat to death. And somebody...
She brushes herself off, Kathleen Turner, and tries to walk out like nothing happened, but... Here comes the blood. Here comes all the reporters. They see the dead body. They know what happens.
And she's like trying to get a picture with Suzanne Somers at this point.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, this is my good side. And they find that dead body. And somebody's like screaming, like, ah!
And it kind of ends with like just everyone with this look on their face, like,
Beverly did it.
We know what just happened.
Yes.
The end. It's awesome. It is a really fun John Waters movie, and it's really his most mainstream. It was backed by a studio.
Yeah.
I don't think it made much, but it's a big cult hit.
Yeah, definitely now. It's got lots of love in all the right places.
And I'm so excited to see him tonight.
It's gonna be awesome, and we are headed there.
We're headed to Ada.
We're headed to Ada.
If you're nasty.
Can't wait to tell you all about it when we get back.
Woo-woo!
So hold on for just a second, because that's all it's gonna take for you guys. All right, bye.
Welcome back.
Hi.
So it's now a beautiful spring morning.
Because it was not.
We left you on a stormy afternoon.
It was the most stressful.
It is now 24 hours later. Not quite 24 hours later, but it's the next day.
We've been sweating bullets, guys.
So after we talked to you guys last, everything was fine until we started heading down to Ada, Oklahoma, and then...
And just like in Oklahoma fashion in the month of May,
some of the biggest storms I've ever drove through, happened last night. And we were white-knuckling it all the rest of the way to Ada.
I'm still getting over it.
We had to
Stress levels were high.
We had to pull over due to, like, flooding and hail, and we didn't think we were going to make it, and it was quite traumatizing.
And we're not, like, that's not being dramatic.
No, it was like thunder, lightning.
The way I love you is frightening. Oh, my God. Ugh. Just still really stressed about all of it. I mean, we're fine.
We made it.
The car's fine. Everything's fine.
So we couldn't record last night. After John Waters' show, which was awesome, BTW, We just couldn't record. It wouldn't have been safe. The audio would have been more terrible than it is already.
It's like...
from recording in a car. We couldn't do it last night. We had to really pay attention to the road coming home.
Yes.
There
were so many moments where there could have been hydroplaning, but Josh is an amazing driver.
Oh, thank you.
And I just, like, you know, in front of everybody, Josh, I want to say thank you.
Oh!
And I love you. You're the bestest friend ever. You're a soldier boy.
Oh.
All right.
Are you calling me soldier boy?
No, I was saying you're a soldier boy.
Hey, boy, you're
like
a soldier. Is that what you mean? Like, hey, boy, soldier on.
Hey, boy.
Okay.
You a soldier.
I hear that. I take it in. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you. I appreciate your friendship.
I appreciate your friendship. So, it's now the next morning.
Yes.
Afternoon.
So, good morning.
Hey. Here we are. We saw John Waters. We made it.
Yeah.
Barely. Luckily, at one point when we were pulled over on the side of the road due to, like, flooding and hail, we were able to jump on Facebook real quick, and we noticed a lot of people were Facebooking the venue saying, like, please start late. We're stuck in these storms trying to get there.
Yes.
They listened, because we showed up, maybe 20 minutes late?
Yeah.
And he had just walked out. Like, we were walking in as he was
we
getting...
We saw him walking into, like, the stage area.
Yeah.
So, we were quickly behind him. We didn't miss a beat.
Yeah, we didn't miss anything.
Yeah.
And he put on a great show.
I mean, you guys know, I crack up, laugh my heart out, and every day.
Oh.
But, damn, boy.
And, honestly, I was worried a little bit. I was like, okay, we're driving out to the middle of nowhere, Oklahoma.
Yeah, Ada isn't, like, city area at all.
No.
It's like a little college town.
Out in the country.
In the
about an hour
country.
and a half from Oklahoma City where we live. So we drove.
Yes.
We were like, how's his humor going to play?
Yeah.
There's a lot of, like, just outrageous humor, a lot of queer humor.
Yes.
Lots of just, it's bad taste. It's John Waters. It's everything we love about him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it went over well. It was a really good audience.
It was a riot, man. The people were cracking up.
He even said at the end, like, what a great audience.
Yes.
And so, yeah, my fears were quickly subsided once, like, everybody was in it from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Really
It felt
laughing.
like everybody was having so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
He was down for the Oklahoma weather as well. Whenever the power went out.
Yes, the power went out. There he is on stage. We're all in total darkness.
Yeah, he's on stage, and he's like, "Is this how I'm gonna go?" Like, he's like, all these people's phones. Like, if you live in Oklahoma, you have this weather app on your phone, and like every time shit goes down, it goes off.
He'll start like, meep,
yeah,
giving like an emergency warning, and it all started going off at one time.
Yes.
And he was like, "Is this how we're gonna go?"
He was like, "Is that the tornado?" But he seemed interested.
Yeah, he's like, "Is that tornado warning?"
Yeah, he was like, "Oh my god, like yes, I'm in Oklahoma during this." Yes.
Yeah, he said, "This is quite a way to go."
Yes.
Yeah, he seemed excited by the prospect of death by tornado.
And then he was trying to keep going while the power was out. People had their phones kind of illuminating the area.
He had no microphone, so he
was projecting.
Kept going. It was a really fun moment.
Oh man. Yeah,
we saw John Waters in the middle of a storm in Oklahoma.
We saw him improvising and just being a awesome dude.
Yeah, you might have seen about 10 years ago he released a special. It's on Netflix. I have it on DVD called This Filthy World. And his show, it's that, but it's updated. New stories, new anecdotes.
Uh-huh.
He still kind of goes through his movies and tells you, behind the scenes tidbits, and it's hilarious.
Yeah. So he touched on Serial Mom, and we got to hear him talking about Kathleen Turner and how even he cracks up at her and how her body language and how she just like talks and
he talked about the harassment stuff, which we kind of failed to mention, like with Kathleen Turner later on. Like, it was constantly, there's more scenes of her harassing Dottie Hinkle.
Yeah, she's the person that was like calling on the phone, and so there's like this scene where all the kids have left and Dad's gone, and she's upstairs upstairs in the bedroom, and she's calling Dottie Hinkle, and it's just fun. It's just so funny.
It is.
And Rosemary ends up kind of walking in on her, not really catching her, but she's kind of like, I heard yelling, like, what's going on? And she's all calling her like a pussy fucker, and like, it's funny.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
It's good humor.
Yeah.
With some bad language.
Yeah, so last night was a riot. It was just a lot of politically incorrect, hilarious, raunchy fun. Adult fun. It was a night of adult fun, guys.
Hilarity.
Sometimes us moms just need a night out, right?
Yeah, except for, like,
we're
neither
not moms.
of us are moms. Like, I have a cat, and you have 2 dogs,
Yeah.
but...
So we're moms.
We're moms. Okay, yeah, we're totally moms. We're gonna jump on that
We needed a night
pet
out.
train. I have a son cat, and you have 2 dog daughters. And we're the best goddamn parents out there. All right, yeah. Mom's night out.
I think John Waters appreciated that everyone came out during, like, a torrential downpour.
Oh, yeah. And it was packed.
Yeah. Show was packed.
So that was awesome, too. It was nice to see the college kids showing up for John Waters.
People were having their drinks. We got there too late. We got there, like, it had to rush in, so we didn't have time for drinking.
Oh, man. There were
I would not want to have even one drink in me driving through that storm last
I know, and there were,
night.
honestly, there were people that were, like, falling over, you know, kind of, like, stumbling to, like, get out of there. Yeah, I was like, oh, goodness. Thanks, Oklahoma.
I was like, they must be taking Uber tonight.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Could you imagine it, trying to get an Uber in those storms?
They better tip.
High tip.
There better be a
5
tip.
stars. Okay, so let's...
Should we get to our favorite scene?
Yeah, let's talk
So
favorite
last night was
scenes.
awesome. We'll just conclude that.
Yeah.
It was everything you wanted out of, like, an hour and a half of John Waters on stage. He also, we forgot to mention, I will say, he did a fun Q&A at the end also.
Yes.
That was fun. Questions from the audience.
Loved that interaction.
And there were actually some decent questions. Sometimes that can be miserable, hearing people's really lame
But
questions.
there wasn't actually any
they were all
questions.
pretty thoughtful last night.
Yeah, people had really thought, what am I going to ask John Waters?
Yeah, there wasn't any, like, I like that part in your movie.
You put, like, the gun in, like, her hand. And you're like,
Remember that time to buying a dog shit?
And it's like, yes.
I love that.
We all know that one. Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
I remember that.
Okay, so I'll go. My favorite scene.
Sure, you do it, sister.
Okay, I'm taking this. I'm gonna take this role.
Get it.
Get it, girl. So my favorite scene is gonna be Beverly whenever she kills Carl in the bathroom. And there's the pervert who's, like, looking through the glory hole to, like, see Kathleen Turner, like, skewering him with the fire poker. It's hilarious. At the end, that guy, like, screams that... It's funny, and it is horrific in a way. It's kind of scary because she's just, like, off the chains psychopath murderer, guys. And you get the feeling that she might have committed crimes before, but these were just the ones that we were clued in on.
She just was set off.
So you get the feeling that, like, and it's also a movie of, like, you know, if we could kill people for just the minor infractions that they commit towards us every day, you know, or the annoyances that we have
would it be utopia?
Or would we all be fucking dead? Because we annoy everybody. Everybody annoys everybody.
Maybe everyone would be really polite then.
Oh my god, we'd be overly polite. It would be like a Black Mirror episode.
Maybe we do need the purge.
Yes.
Who's down for the purge?
Who's down for the purge? It's one day where any annoyances you can just, like, obliterate and annihilate an entire town if you needed it. It's stress relief, you know?
Yeah.
It's just her therapeutic way of getting over daily annoyances. And it's a loss of life.
And I love, of course, in that scene when she's trying to get the liver off.
Oh my gosh. And she's being
the fire poker.
Like, she's like, oh, I am not touching that.
And then she gets the blood on her shoe. Remember? And then is it Rosemary that's like, and I saw gore.
Yeah.
Not just blood, but gore.
Like, there was like a little bit more than just blood.
Yeah.
There was a little meat attached to that.
It's like, it was more than blood. It was gore. Gore. Hold on.
So yeah, I like that scene. It is scary and it is way funny.
Yeah.
And it shows Kathleen Turner at her best. Yeah. Bravo!
Bravo, Kathleen!
Okay, your turn.
All right, here I go. Here I go again, girls. What's my weakness, man?
This episode is so filled with songs. It's annoying.
And we keep talking about how we're gonna stop, but we just get worse.
No, we're just annoying as fuck. Okay, go ahead. Tell them your favorite.
My favorite scene would have to be the "she wasn't kind and she didn't rewind" scene.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Okay,
so funny.
There's just something about her having her nasty old lady feet up.
The dog
licking them. Her singing Annie. And Beverly coming and getting bludgeoned to death by a turkey. Okay, it's like kind of a perfect moment.
Yeah,
it's everything you want in a movie.
Yeah.
Right?
And there are those times when you're like, I want to take a piece of animal and I want to bludgeon you with it.
Yeah.
You know?
Bludgeon it.
And then everybody loves Annie.
Yeah. Tomorrow. Actually, no, they don't.
No, it's not.
I like Carol Burnett and Annie. Mm-hmm. That's about all I like about Annie.
Okay,
so yeah, that's kind of my favorite scene. And I love that then Beverly sees Scotty and that girl watching.
Runs down the street.
And then, that begins the
terrifying scene.
Yeah, the scene of Kathleen Turner with a knife running down the street in heels.
And hills.
Heels.
And hills.
Oh, my Okie accent sometimes a little thick.
Oh my gosh.
So that's my favorite. That's your favorite. We have our favorites.
We got the favorites out there.
And there you go.
We'll go ahead and give knives. And then...
and it's going to be a Beverly Supton knife, by the way.
Oh, yeah. A serial mom knife.
Serial mom knife. All right. Well, I'm a John Waters loyalist. So I'm going to go 5 knives. It's not, I'm not saying it's my favorite movie of his, but all John Waters movies will get a 5 knives rating from me.
Yes,
okay?
yes. I'm in total agreement. It's 5 knives.
It's
John Waters is...
He's
inspirational, and he's like a true hero.
Yeah, he's a hero of mine.
And he's fun. He's fun at its, like, funnest.
And he's still, like, doing it. You know, he's still
he's 71 years old.
Subversive and outrageous.
Yeah.
Original.
Completely clued in.
Yeah.
You know, he gets the times.
There's nothing, like, pedantic about him. He's very himself.
Yes. He's like, here I am. If you like me, you like me.
Yeah.
Here I am. Mm-hmm.
We love John Waters.
I love him.
Love Serial Mom. Ooh, that almost sounded like Moana.
It was my bird call. Sorry. Okay, what are we going to be doing next?
Well,
Josh?
Oh my gosh. Listen to this, guys. Do we have a whopper for you?
We've got a whopper.
This one might also, it's not a stretch, but it might be a little bit more on the thriller side of things. But we are heading to South Dakota for a 4th of July extravaganza at Mount fucking Rushmore. So, when you think about Rushmore, don't you think about people running around, specifically Gregory Peck, or is it, no, Cary Grant, I'm sorry, I'm getting my old studs all mixed up.
North by Northwest.
We're doing North by Northwest.
We're doing Hitchcock,
We're doing Hitchcock. Yes, not his true horror Psycho or the Birds, but hey, he didn't make those movies at Mount Rushmore.
No, and it's a place that we've never been.
It'll be a really fun summer episode. Yeah, I feel.
Yeah,
North by Northwest.
Going up to the Black Hills and
it's gonna be a lot.
South Dakota.
We're gonna do lots of like weird small town South Dakota
we'll have to drive through. Obviously, like half of Oklahoma, because we're in the middle of Oklahoma. Yeah. So half Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, and then South Dakota.
It's gonna be
hitting up some states. It's
gonna be about 14-hour drive.
Yeah, so are you ready for that?
I'm ready for it.
Okay, all right.
So get ready for another awesome episode next month. Hope you enjoyed episode 16, Serial Mom.
Yeah, bringing it to ya.
All right.
Bye, you guys. Bye.